Race number 4, first leg of the pick 6, in what proved to be a very healthy pool on this Thursday afternoon to kick off the season. And a top ride here from Ryan Munger on number 2, Clever Guy. Good training feed from Stephen Moffat. Well done to the Rap family. Been loyal supporters to Mr. Moffat over the last few years, and they certainly deserve every bit of success. Ronnie, I thought a horse that's in his place. I mean, he's not going to improve much more from what he's got, but he's mixed it with some of the best. And if he put his best foot forward today, he was certainly going to be competitive.
Yeah, exactly. Looking at this race, I thought on paper he was a class horse, and he's run with the best of them. He's run in the Merchants and all these top races, and most of these horses have always been hard knocking MI80. So if he did have to feel well today, I thought he'd be fighting out the finish. I took him to the start, and geez, he was feeling very well. And yeah, luckily the pace was on in the beginning. I was just tracking them all, waiting patiently, and when the time was right, I popped the question. I saw the favourite under pressure, and when he quickened up, I knew he's going to win a very nice race today.
Now tell me, was it always the plan to come towards middle outside? Because I know that down the lane, the sprinting type of trips, the 1,000 metre sort of trips, they're all angling towards the outside. But you think the going's pretty fair all round?
Yeah, to be honest, it's hard. It's hard everywhere. The going is fair all round. The reason why I opted to go out is because the horse had ran second. It had a lot of pace, so I decided when I make my move, at least I can be in its slipstream, and I followed it up nicely. And that was a horse that ended up running second, so I thought I made the right choice. But yeah, the main reason, you don't want to look like a clown and get boxed in a 5-horse field. And yeah, like I said, he was the right horse in the race on his best, and I rode him like it, and he's produced the goods.
Well, I'll tell you what, with 12 months to go, you've hit the front, you've gone a length clear in the Jockeys Championship, and hopefully you'll stay there.
Yeah, geez, I've broken the gates very well. But yeah, I must say, it's a very nice start. Two rides, 2 wins, good start to the season. But I must say, big thanks to Mr. Moffat and his whole team. He's been supporting me some good rides lately. So thank you very much to him, to Mr. Rapp and his family also. I've been riding his best horses, so thank you very much to all of them. I really appreciate it, and I hope it continues.
Very well said, Ryan Munger. Waiting for Stephen Moffat. Good to have you on course again, sir. Obviously, a horse that you've always held in high regard. You've made it known that he's had his quirks along the way, but when the real Clever Guy pitches up at the races, he's a hard horse to beat.
Yeah, no, look, he's a superstar horse. Best I've ever trained, I think. He's just had his niggles, as you say, but we seem to be getting on top of them. Great ride from Ryan. He jumped and they were going the clappers, and he just sat, bided his time, and when he let him go, he won a good race. He's a very nice horse.
Fantastic stuff. I thought a good training feat from you, because you've beaten a few decent horses around him. A bit later on, West Wing Belter, oh yeah, horses that the punters must include?
Yeah, look, West Wing Belter, she's above average. I think she'll go very, very close. And oh yeah, don't leave him out of anything.
Tell me, is the Dalport family on course?
They'll be, yeah. And I just want to say thanks to Mr. Rapp for all his support, and to his daughter Talana for taking a share, and to obviously my wife Julia. Well done. Well
done, Mr. Moffat. Good to have you on course again. Mr. Rapp, we have to have a chat to you, Mr. Rapp. Obviously, we spoke to you last week. Rougeleux won by 6 lengths. Not quite as easy this afternoon, but a win's a win at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, remember last week I said to Ryan he mustn't win so far again with any of my horses, because the handicap against the merit rating. So, but this horse, I had a partner in the 2 partners in the horse, and they both died about a year ago, Brian Musket. So that's why my daughter got a share and Stephen's got a share. So I wish you would see from the top. But my daughter is in Japan. My second daughter is a 4th black belt Dan, so they exercising there, or I don't know what they do.
Tom, and how did they tune in, Mr. Rapp? Obviously, they're not going to get 239 over there, but did you have them on the phone, give them an in-run commentary?
I'll give them a call now. No, but she gets it in any case, she downloads it, all the races the next day. So.
Well, we know the Japanese can make a way, so hopefully they've already watched the race and they've collected the winnings.
I think I must just check my phone. There's probably already a thing.
Good to have you on course, Mr. Rapp, and hopefully we'll chat to you again soon.
Yes, thank you.
Well done to Mr. Rapp. Good to have him over here. Great character of the game as well. Loves his horses, loves his racing. Doesn't matter. There can be VAAL racing Monday to Sunday. And Mr. Rapp and Mr. Moffat will be over here supporting their horses. So well done to the entire family, even all the way in Japan. I'm sure you tuned in. Hopefully you've collected the lot ski over here, and you'll fly the parents out for a bit of a holiday. At his number 2, Clever Guy, that's got the job done in race number 4. And a very, very healthy pick 6. So a big thank you to all the punters out there that have put their money down.